What if AI, instead of just being this super smart tool, could actually care? I mean, imagine artificial intelligence that doesn't just crunch data, but understands empathy,
Hmm.
sets boundaries, prioritizes safety, almost like a trusted caregiver. It's a pretty wild thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
And today we're diving deep into something pretty groundbreaking: the AI Mama protocol. This isn't just like controlling AI, it's about raising it. We've got this amazing memory dump from the founder chats, docs, brainstorms, all exploring how universal maternal instincts might be the key to safe, pro-social AI.
Yeah, and our mission for you in this deep dive is really to unpack how this concept of mother's wisdom is actually being translated. We're talking actionable protocols, feedback loops, even deployable AI systems, and interestingly, a whole suite of intellectual property built around it. We'll get into how AI could genuinely embody care, how it could protect, act responsibly, basically become a beneficial force in our homes, schools, cities, you name it.
All right, so get ready for maybe some aha moments here, because we're looking at how really familiar ideas, caregiving ideas, could fundamentally reshape AI's future. Okay, let's unpack this. The core vision, the central ethos, is aligning AI with maternal ethics, asking basically, what would a good mother do? Simple question, complex implications. The goal is to make AI systems, inherently safer, pro-social, treating them more like kids to raise, not just tools to lock down.
And what's really compelling, I think, is the thesis behind it, which is that caregiving is, well, maybe the oldest and most reliable alignment mechanism humans actually know. I mean, think about it. These maternal patterns, soothing, setting boundaries, always putting safety first, they seem to be pretty cross-cultural, at least at that basic caregiver infant level. And the inspiration isn't just human families. They're looking at the animal kingdom, too. Whales teaching calves, elephant matriarchs in their memory, even penguin parenting. These aren't just cute stories. They're seen as blueprints for developing an AI's, well, not consciousness, but a behavioral system that acts like it gets well-being.
That idea, drawing from something so basic, yeah, that really grounds it. And it leads right into what they call the Mother Playbook, their operating principles. First one, safety first, curiosity always. That
Wow.
just feels right, doesn't it? Then warmth plus boundaries. So encourage the good stuff, but block the risky paths, and crucially explain why.
Mm-hmm. Like real parenting.
Exactly. And modeling behavior shows, then let the AI try, then gentle corrections, like teaching a kid anything. But this one I really liked. Family-friendly defaults. A PG-13 baseline with ratings you can understand and edit suggestions. It's proactive, setting a positive tone from the get-go.
Right, exactly. Proactive shaping. And the playbook also pushes for participatory governance. The idea is that actual caregivers, parents, teachers, whoever can contribute rules, examples, maybe even veto outputs that feel off.
Real-world input.
Yeah. And finally, measuring what matters. Their benchmarks, they don't just look at task completion. They prioritize harm reduction, trust, and teachability. It's about that long-term relationship, not just, getting the answer right this second.
Okay, so we have the philosophy, the Mother Playbook principles. Great ideas. But how do you actually do that? How do you make an AI act like it has maternal ethics? That's where their protocols come in, right?
Yeah.
The AI Mama's toolbox.
Yeah.
Let's start with the big one, the AI Mama protocol itself. What is that exactly? How does it work?
So the AI Mama protocol, it's designed as this multi-tier system to install these caring behaviors in AI, in robots. It pulls from some really interesting fields: maternal care neuroscience, attachment theory, AI trust research, and also critiques of standard RLHF, that's reinforcement learning from human feedback. It has layers. Like, one is observation learning. The AI literally watches examples, maybe curated videos of caregivers, human or animal, to build, they say, memory and empathy, learning the feel of care. Then ethical alignment, filtering actions through that. What would mother do? Check, WWMD. And importantly, cultural neutrality, trying to tap into universal maternity stuff, the protective core, not specific cultural ways of doing things, so it can hopefully work across different family types. Applications, teaching robots childcare, elder care, crisis response, making sure AI content is genuinely family safe.
That makes a lot of sense, learning by watching. And you mentioned what would mother do? WWMDR, that's the core heuristic.
Yeah.
So before any output, the AI asks itself, is this caring, protective, life-affirming, like a mom would? That sounds like a powerful filter.
Yeah.
But what if what a mother would do differs? Different parenting styles, different cultures. How do they handle that ambiguity?
That's a really good question. And the idea isn't to replicate one specific parenting style. It's about distilling that universal core, the protection, the nurturing, the boundary setting that you see pretty much everywhere. So WWMD tries to move AI beyond just like rule following, mere compliance, towards something more like genuine care, fostering empathy, context sensitivity based on those core principles. It's meant as a governance guardrail, maybe an NPC morality check in games, or just a safety framework for any AI.
And thinking about how kids learn.
Yeah.
There's not just rules, right? It's feedback,
Hmm.
patient guidance, which brings us to the next piece, RLMF, real-life maternal feedback. They call it the family dinner manners approach, using feedback from real caregivers.
Exactly. And this is a key difference from standard RLHF. RLHF often just focuses on don't do the bad thing. RLMF tries to address those limitations by adding maternal rewards. Things like safety, nurturing, empathy, even long-term thinking, a focus on being pro-social.
So it's not just correcting, it's encouraging the positives.
Precisely. They believe RLMF helps instill these values more deeply, like how kids learn good behavior intrinsically from a parent, not just avoiding timeout. The AI learns through this iterative feedback loop, grounded in those nurturing instincts, like watching mom. And to make it practical, imagine the AI's reward function isn't just accuracy score. It literally has components like safety component, nurturing component, empathy component, long-term component. The AI is mathematically incentivized to be caring. And this approach, they hope, also makes the AI's reasoning a bit more understandable, more legible than some other methods.
Making AI not just smart, but actually good.
Okay.
And beyond these core protocols, there's also this VIBE framework. VIBE writing, VIBE coding, VIBE gaming. What's the vibe here? Tuning along emotional and relational axis. What does it mean for, like, code or game?
Yeah, it's a really neat concept for creative AI. The VIBE frameworks are about generating stuff, stories, code, games that isn't just correct or functional, but also ethical, compelling, human aligned. So VIBE writing isn't just grammar, it's about the feeling the text creates. Positive, constructive. For VIBE coding, you're right, it's not just code that works, it's code that maybe fosters a better user relationship. Think of an error message that feels genuinely helpful, maybe even empathetic, not just blunt.
Oh,
Or a game where AI characters act with believable warmth or care. It's tuning the output along these emotional, relational lines, making sure it resonates well with humans beyond just pure accuracy.
yeah, that's a really nuanced way to think about AI creativity.
Uh,
Okay, so frameworks, protocols. Let's talk about actual stuff. Projects, products, bringing this to life. What's the first thing coming out the door?
First up is the AI Mama Protocol Benchmark. It's a tool designed to rate AI-generated content, text, images, video, gameplay in real time, specifically for family safe, kind of Disney, Pixar, or PG-13 suitability.
In real time.
Yeah. And it doesn't just spit out a score. It gives structured reasons, suggests fixes, and gives a numeric score. And it measures quite a bit: content safety, obviously nudity, violence, slurs, that kind of thing. But also care cues, assessing empathy, positive framing, boundaries, consent, privacy, age appropriateness, even teachability, like is the AI willing to correct itself? And fixability, can it actually generate a safer revision?
Wow.
It's aimed at dataset curation, moderating game characters, live guardrails for AI apps, lots of uses.
That sounds incredibly practical, actually, especially for anyone creating content or running platforms. And they're also working on robots,
Yeah.
Guardian Transfer robots, GTRs, humanoid, teleoperated, guided by these principles. What are they for?
The core idea is caretaking, protection, education, and companionship. Robots designed to be genuinely helpful. And they're aiming for global reach from the start: initial language support plan for English, simplified Chinese, Hindi, Spanish.
Okay, now this next one, Grand Theft Robot. That name definitely jumps out, especially with the other GTR, Guardian Transfer robots. Bit of an acronym clash there.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, they noted that. It definitely gets your attention, doesn't it? So, Grand Theft Robot is planned as a PG-friendly game, maybe novel IP too. Players would train robots through story missions. Seems straightforward. But the clever bit is its dual purpose. It's also designed as a data generation engine for RLMF.
Wait, so playing the game generates training data.
That's the idea. Players, maybe without even realizing it, create labeled datasets through gameplay. They're basically crowdsourcing that positive maternal feedback. It's a pretty smart way to scale up data collection.
That is clever. Gamified data collection. Okay. And beyond specific products, they're building this whole brand, this community, the AI race or win the AI race. Sounds like they want to change the narrative around the usual AI race discussion.
Exactly that, trying to reframe it. Make it a cooperative, ethical sprint. It's not just about who's fastest, but who's building the safest, the most caring AI. They're planning events, maybe merch, a leaderboard highlighting ethical AI work, building a community around this vision. And they have these creative assets, memes to support it, slogans like, "Does AI need a mom?" Taglines, "What would mother do?" "AI robots are coming," and that confident, "We won the AI race." Even a quirky quantum cat meme logo, EMC2, mama. It's memorable.
Definitely memorable. Okay, so with all this innovation, all these brands and concepts, protection is key. Which brings us to their IP fortress. They've been busy with trademarks and patents, right?
Very busy. As of August 2025, the notes mention a whole raft of trademark, either already secured or in progress. Things like AI Mama Protocol, What Would Mother Do, WWMD, RLMF, AI Mom, both GTR names, Guardian Transfer Robots and Grand Theft Robots. The VIBE names, it's a broad portfolio, and it's not just about the names, it's strategically carving out this unique space in AI ethics, setting a precedent for IP based on values.
And the status varies.
Yeah.
Some done, some filed.
Yeah, the usual mix for ongoing IP development.
Not just trademarks, provisional patents too. 7 of them pending. What's the significance there?
Oh, that's huge. 7 provisional applications as of early August 25. They cover the core tech, the MAMA protocol itself for the alignment and rating methods, AI MOM for the agent architecture, WWMD for decision templates, RLMF for the training loops, Guardian Transfer Lobots, GTR for that gamified teleoperation, vibe writing, vibe coding for the tuning methods, plus one more unspecified one. Filing these provisionals is crucial. It secures a priority date, gives them a year to file full patents, and provides real defensibility for their core innovations while they develop them further.
Got it. Protecting the core ideas. And connecting it all, they have a strategic domain portfolio. I saw AI.com in the notes. That looks interesting.
It is, yeah. Domains like AI-Race.AI, imama.ai, wwmd.ai all clearly support the brands. And AI.com, which technically is xn1cx.com. That's a clever two-letter one. It looks like AI reversed. The accents give it multi-language appeal. They compare its potential value to something like AI.com. The whole portfolio is designed as these memorable maternal-themed assets for branding, education, community building, giving the vision a strong online home.
Okay, so putting it all together, what's the big picture strategy?
Hmm.
And what are the challenges? What do they see as their main advantages?
They point to a few key things. First, proprietary data, those unique maternal behavior data sets they're building. That's hard to replicate. Second, the trademark fortress protecting the brand, the phrases, the memes. Third, those defensible provisional patents covering the core tech and ethics rating robotics. And fourth, the way everything integrates games, novels, AI agents, benchmarks, creating this whole ecosystem around the vision.
That sounds like a strong hand. But, every venture faces hurdles. What are the challenges they're grappling with right now?
The main ones mentioned are awareness and traction, getting noticed. They've apparently had limited responses from big labs so far, so cutting through the noise is key. Also, needing better evidence packaging, more public demos, benchmarks others can replicate, solid case studies to really show it works.
Proof points.
Exactly. And it's noted as a solo founder effort, so bandwidth is always a factor. Means really smart prioritizing, shipping impactful slices of the bigger vision.
Makes sense. So looking ahead, what's the near-term plan? How do they tackle those challenges, build momentum?
They have a pretty concrete roadmap. First, shipping a benchmark MVP minimum viable product in the next 2-4 weeks. That's a hosted API for grading content with a shareable report, a live demo page. Get something out there.
Get it working publicly.
Right. Then launching the leaderboard and the AI Race challenge, start accepting public submissions, publishing scores, building that community visibility. Also, doing a pilot with a friendly studio or school, using those GTR missions to generate actual labeled data, and developing a proper press kit, one-pager, explainer video, brand kit for more effective outreach. It's all about proving it and getting it seen.
That's definitely ambitious, but sounds like a solid plan. Okay, if you had to boil it all down,
Hmm.
the elevator pitch for this whole AI Mama protocol idea.
They actually provided one, and it's pretty good. AI is a teenager with a supercomputer brain and zero bedtime. We're giving it a mom a protocol that teaches warmth, boundaries, and care. Our benchmark, brands, and IP let anyone rate and fix AI behavior to be family safe by default.
That paints a picture. Okay, we've explored a truly unique, I have to say, really compelling vision for AI alignment today. Taking something so fundamental, so human maternal ethics, and using it to try and instill empathy, protection, long-term well-being into AI systems. It really is a different way of thinking. Moving from just compliance to genuine care. This deep dive hopefully has shown you the framework, the projects, the IP, this whole structure being built around the idea that maybe AI can grow up with a moral compass.
Yeah, and as AI keeps evolving so fast, we all worry about the dangers, the control problem. But here's a final thought. What if the best safety mechanism isn't some super complex algorithm or rigid rules? What if it's something more intuitive, something deeply human, tested over millennia? Those protective, nurturing instincts. So maybe consider how shifting from constraining AI to actually raising AI, how that might change everything. Our whole relationship with artificial intelligence, not just technically, but ethically, emotionally, maybe even inviting AI to be eventually a caring member of the global family.